Hi, this is Hart. And on Crafting Mama's YouTube channel, she had giveaways every single day for a week to celebrate her birthday with all of us. And on one of the giveaway days, I had 2 different offers just to help her in some way that I could as a version of a happy birthday from me to her. And in the drawing, one of the people, Helen, won a Midori style junk journal, flow journal kit. And when I described what the giveaway was, it may or may not have made sense to some, and to others this may be all trash. But for someone who loves to make their own journals or flow journals, or just for the love of paper, feel free to use this however you want to use it, Helen, when you receive it. But this is what I mean by a flow journal kit. So this book, it's not very large. It's 5.5 inches by something. Who cares? You just fold it and you go with the flow. I left extra flat elastic in case she wants to take this off and redo it, but she doesn't have to. She can leave it just as it is and use this how she wants to. And the way it works is you fold your pages, you insert it, and when you fold it and you insert it, and you keep folding and inserting it, you'll end up having a book. And there's 2 signatures like this. And this long piece, you can dangle something at the end of it, tie a little knot, or however you want to attach, and it becomes a lovely bookmark. Okay? So let me take you through what all the items are. This used to be a Cynic's dictionary, and because of the love of this book on whoever had this before, it was quite damaged, and so I gutted the book. I reinforced the spine with some gold duct tape, and then I'm gonna post a video later on how to do a simple two signature Midori style spine. I did not create a wrap because I think that's personally done, and because this is so unfinished, I wanted her to decide how to create her own elastic wrap or lace around the band or a loop over on the side. She can decide that. Now that I'm done doing the Vanna White style finger movements, I'll get a little better at this. And so there's completely random stuff in here. And let's start with the lace. So I've included not just papers, but things for her to make embellishments throughout the journal or on other projects she might have. This lace I got from Scrapping Lizzie, and I like to share it with anyone I ever do a swap or exchange with, or if that makes sense. There's more from Scrapping Lizzie. This, just darn cute. Not sure if this came from a bridal veil, but that's how it looks to me. I have a roll of this I purchased from someone quite a while ago. As you saw a minute ago, vintage. You might have to add some extra tape to the back of this, but these are vintage seals. This is a funky texture item. Feels like it could be a coaster, but would be fun to make an embellishment out of that. Ribbon from opening a cigar pack. And as I say in other videos, I do not ever smoke cigars in the house or have any of my smoked clothing in the house or near any crafting supplies like that. I even keep the hat I wear for smoking cigars outside. This is just a sticker that you can reuse that came from a different kind of cigar. I have some cardstock weight 12 by 12 scrapbook paper. This one has some good sayings on it. As you can see, some of these, none of those are double-sided. This one is, and I folded this one to be 5.5 inches by 7.5 inches. I also put a secondary fold on it in case you want it to go this way. because I was thinking if it was mine, I was gonna make a pocket out of it like that. So it's up to you, however you want to do it. So there's a couple of folds on that one. Scrap pieces, just for fun. This has nothing to do with the book that I'm sending as your shell. It's just from another book, and I enjoy cutting apart the book covers. So I include that in my own types of flow journals. A card piece, an envelope with some other bits and pieces, and I enjoy sharing them. Those are 1-inch circles. Oops, this one actually belongs in the other person's. So I'm taking that out. You only get one butterfly, the other kit gets a butterfly too. A piece of cork. What was that? Oh, that's just for the eyeballs. It's a flag. A shield, an unfinished tag with some paint on it, unfinished, and these are recycled materials actually. Another unfinished tag with paint on it, just some shenanigans to add in there, just because it's nice to have something odd. Other unfinished tags, some scrap paper. These are Tim Holtz paper. It'll be fun for her to make embellishments with or use however she wants. You have endless possibilities on how you can design this, and if you have a YouTube channel, I really would enjoy seeing how you design it. And these are more envelopes. I like the variety of envelopes. White, red, handmade. It does look handmade, although the inside doesn't match the outside, so it's just a picture of a handmade envelope. I messed that up on the previous video. Post-it notes that say things to do. One of the Hello Fresh envelopes. And some more fun stuff. This is washi tape on the top and bottom, and in the middle is some duct tape. Cardstock. I always forget what these things are called. So just other little cards. This is a magazine cutout with some graph paper on the back. A postcard. It's a very thin postcard actually. A unit of weights and measures ripped out of a vintage book. Another thing ripped out of a vintage book are translations from what language, I do not know. I have to be quick because I hear a touristy airplane making its way around here. The beauty of living in a tourist area. This came from a scandalous book of, oh man, well I just enjoy these, a book of pinup girl pictures from the past. And so I just love that book. Striped page, or lined pages that come from a couple of different kinds of books. And it might be kind of subtle to you, but this actually has a heart with a rose inside and some other beautiful designs in the background. And it's so subtle and in the background. I enjoy that paper. This is another book from another book page. It's nice that this has a little picture on it. A quote. And I do have to make sure from this book that it's not racy, because I ran across a racy one. Okay, and then an index page. Isn't that a beautiful image? So these will just be fun for her to add, however she so chooses. It's a napkin you may or may not have in your own personal area from an event place where they actually do jousting. This is kind of fun to give. Here, I have more small bits and pieces. What you see in there, oh, by the way, this is a junk mail envelope, but in there you have a vellum printed. It's kind of green in the background with the pink and purple flowers. One of the kinds of cigars that I smoke. Some Tim Holtz die cuts. This is junk mail die cut, but still very cool and usable. This is an almost finished tag that I made a while back. I love Audrey Hepburn. You guys are going to run across that all the time. I made a whole bunch of those tags. I just love her quotes. Some more Tim Holtz die cuts. There's a lot of them in there because they're just fun to make embellishments. And then here's an unfinished tag. More Tim Holtz. Oh my gosh, I did that 3 times, so nope, that goes to the other giveaway that I'm giving out. It's 2 circles, some scrap paper. This is 100% cotton in a crazy color. Reminds me of the 80s. Thought you could make some rag flags or whatever you want to make out of that little band. Die cuts and pretty paper. This came from the first class lounge in United. Oh no, first class seat in United. And this right here is just cut from an onion bag, but the color of it and the texture of it, just love that. This is something I made on a previous video. I had some extras. This will be fun for you to make rag flags. Just a small tissue paper. Just fun little silly pieces for you to read through and entertain yourself. I didn't read through all those ones, so I'm hoping it's not too racy. These are fun, the little IOU coupons. From my local store. It's always good to have a local place. A crystal. Now here, this is from a vintage highlights book from the 60s. And you'll enjoy reading through this. I have read through all this, and I love highlights. Okay, now these are some magazine pages, and I specifically chose these because they have some excellent textures or images that you will enjoy cutting out and adding to your embellishments, or just using folded in half and adding it to your book. So. And this one spoke to me because of the phrase at the top. So if I'm in and I agree with this, by the way, if I'm in a room where everything is brand new, I'm not comfortable. I want a story, things that have a vibration of history and you know, the legacy of it. And so when I read this, it really spoke to me. So the whole reason for this page, even though the horse is really funny inside of the house, is because I love that quote. So wouldn't this be fun to have a she shed that looks like this old whatever circular building? Thought these were beautiful and inspirational. This might be kind of fun to use that side too, but that's just beautiful and inspirational. And isn't this absolutely a beautiful page to use in your embellishments? This one's kind of nice too, but oh my gosh, just standalone is beautiful. A math page, a biology page, an uncolored coloring page. This is a double page of Dr. Seuss. This is from a calligraphy book. You can just cut these out and use them on your own embellishments. Fold them in half and it makes a cool page all its own. You know, you can, oh, it doesn't matter. I don't need to come up with all the ways you can use it. Another page for you to have fun with. These are games to answer the questions too. This is a music sheet, and what's kind of cool about this one is there's no title on this. You can write whatever word you want to write inside of this. And this is organ music. That's funny timing to hear the horn right when I was talking about organ music. It's an old bag you can have fun with, and these are just, you could pick them up yourself, but it's not 8.5 by 11. I think it's 8.5 by 14. They're long pages that are folded in half, plain, and I added quite a few to help create, you can see that they're bigger, to help create your book structure. Right, well, hope you enjoy this when you receive it, Helen, and you take care. Everyone else, bye-bye.